Welcome back, friends, to Surviving the Daily. I hope everyone's surviving well. So I screwed up. I really screwed up. But before I get into that, I want to thank Mech Army for sending this product out for review. I greatly appreciate it. But the problem is, I didn't do my due diligence. I didn't do my extensive product research before I accepted the invitation to review this, and you guys are going to give me a lot of crap. I know you are, and it's going to be very well deserved. But before I get into the problem, let's get into the product itself. And this right here is going to be the Mech Army RL4 EDC Prybar and screwdriver, and it is fully funded on Kickstarter, but the Kickstarter is currently still open, so you can still pick one of these up at the discounted prices. And as you can see, you do have a Hanka paracord and the Mech Army socials inside the box here. But let's get into the Prybar itself. And it is a beautifully designed and beautifully machined piece of titanium. Look at that. It's absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? It is a chunky boy. But we do have our flat side here for all your prying needs. You also can use that for a flathead screwdriver or package opener. And we also have our, what I believe is a stainless steel pocket clip with your stainless steel screws, 3 of them. And just above that we have your paracord lanyard hole. Over here we have our billboarding, which is extremely minimal, Mech Army. And just below that, I believe with my tired old eyes, it says RL4 and titanium. And just to the right of that we have the titanium sign or symbol. And move to the back side here, we have a bit driver hole. And the best part for last, we have the hidden compartment, which is holding the bit drivers. And before I pull those out, I want to call attention to the fact that there's absolutely no rattle there with those bits in there. That is extremely well designed, and the tolerances are extremely high. So inside that hole here we have 3, count them, 3 double-sided bits. We have a double-sided Robertson, we have a double-sided hex, which we have a T6 and T8, so you can work on your knives out in the field. We also have a flathead and Phillips head, so if you wear glasses, you can fix your glasses or work on your electronics or your watches, whatever you want to work on out in the field, you have that ability to. And that, before I put that all away, that will go right inside that little bit driver hole right there. And I believe there is a magnet in there holding that in. I feel like that is just, there's something in there attracting. So it's got to be a magnet inside there, which only makes sense. The one thing I would change in future iterations, Mech Army, if you are listening, that I would take the lanyard hole here and make that able to retain a bit, because right now we have a 6-sided bit and a circle for a hole. If you can only machine that so we can do a 90-degree or right angle turning of the bit, that would be lovely. But we're going to put that back in there, and we're going to measure this out. This is the titanium version, and it's coming in an extremely lightweight 62 grams. It's measuring out at just a hair below 4 inches. Get that nice and close to the camera. And then it is, looks like it's going to be 3/4 of an inch wide and just a hair thicker than 1/4 inch thick. So again, you can pick this up off a Kickstarter currently, and you will get that Kickstarter discount. But the problem is, again, this is titanium, and this is the cheapest version. And the cheapest version with a Kickstarter discount is coming in at $70. And I don't know what the full retail is. I don't remember what that is, but $70 for this right here. And I know there are more expensive Prybars out there. I do get that, but it doesn't really fit the fit this channel to have such an expensive pry tool here. But, and there's a even bigger but, that this is the cheapest version of this pry tool here. So this is in titanium. You can get it in an A2 high hardened steel, which is going to add extra toughness, but it's also going to add an additional $60 with the Kickstarter discount. So it's going to be $130 for the A2 version. That is crazy. But, and again, even bigger but. There's also a third version, and it's coming in at CPM 3V for $200 with the Kickstarter discount. That's crazy. I mean, I know there are some of you out there that will be more than happy to drop that kind of money on something like this. Maybe there might be 2 or 3 of you out there watching this video. All power to you. I know that the Kickstarter is fully funded, so I know there are people out there that like this at some price range. And I like this. I love this. This is beautiful. Beautifully designed. But I'm not quite sure I would spend $70 on a Prybar. I'm gushing over it. It is a beautiful piece of work, as Mech Army typically does. Let me know down in the comments, would you spend that kind of money for something to carry around in your pocket? I know many of you think that EDC Prybars are just a gimmick, but there are those who will also spend that kind of money on something like this. Let me know all your feelings down in the comments. Just be gentle, and otherwise I want to thank you for stopping in, checking out this video. I want to thank Mech Army for sending this out. It is a beautifully designed piece of titanium. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you're having an amazing day, and I will see you next time.